Hey guys, my name is Sierra and I am a student at McGill University. I made this YouTube channel. I just want to talk about my experience at McGill, really share it with other future prospective McGill students or, for just anybody just curious what it's like to be in McGill University. So here we go. There's really a lot of things I want to talk about, but the first thing I want to talk about, just for today, is the subject of Francophone. And I'm going to keep this within the next 5 minutes. Okay, so so I chose McGill University. One of the biggest reasons for is Francophone culture, and obviously coming in, I knew there was going to be a lot of French, but to be honest, I expected a lot of Quebecois French on my side. It was such a shock to me when I came to McGill, the fact that almost half of the schools are speaking French. I walk down the street, most of the time I'll hear French. I mean, even classes obviously English, but the amount of Francophone culture is crazy, and it's definitely a culture shock for me for as I am a non-native francophone. Um, so specifically, I never imagined there would be so many people from France. So obviously we see this, different accents. But me personally, I'm more used to the French. So that was better for me because I actually understand what they're talking about. Um, and another big thing for me is that back home, I was one of the best people at French. I was really proud of that. And then when I came here, it was just such a culture shock. Like the amount of French, and without saying, I'm definitely one of the worst at French, and a lot of my friends who are actually from France, they constantly make fun of me because of that. So that's the first thing about Francophone culture. The second thing is really the different value they bring. I mean, I done all my high school in Toronto, GTA, and I did IB program, which is supposed to be one of the hardest program, but compared to the baccalauréat français, it's really nothing. I heard really stories from people, from my French friends. They talk about, how hard it was, how the fact that they have to take history, although up to grade 11. I mean, that never happened to me. I stopped taking history in grade 9. And the fact that they did all this literature reading, and they were doing geography, philosophy, and like their chemistry and physics are somehow messed up together, and the amount of their work is just so incredible. Um, and that's the second thing. And the third thing is also their whole culture of party. I mean, probably because I came from a really small town, people were quite tame, especially my program. And I have to say before, I'm quite tame myself too. I mean, even now in comparison, I'm still a quite tame person. But if you really, I don't know, I look at all my friends, I mean, they study hard. A lot of them, they're like, what the fuck is this? But they will be studying really hard. By the time they also party really hard. Some of them drink like there's no tomorrow. And for me, it was definitely a huge culture shock. I look at them, I was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, seriously? So that was the third culture shock. The fourth thing that I was really surprised about the whole Francophone culture is also the Quebecois side. It's really surprising to see actual people who are against their province being a part of your country. They will literally be telling you, say, I don't think Quebec would be, like, or should be part of Canada. I mean, before I saw it on the newspaper, I thought, it's just something that is there, but to actually meet with people who actually hold such different value than you, um, was definitely a surprise to me the first time I was talking to them. Um, and also, um, and also there's this constant of like if you don't speak French in Montreal or in Quebec in general, if you like you go to a restaurant if you don't speak French, and there's this constant hype of that you're gonna be not gonna be served as well if you just spoke French, and also even the accent in which you speak French apparently also matters. The fact that I'm used to French and I use a lot of the France's slangs as actually not you as well if I speak a really authentic Quebecois French or with a lot of Quebecois slangs. So that was also another really big, really huge thing. So and the last thing I want to talk about is I'm going back to the France is the whole idea of dating. I mean, I didn't do much in high school. The last 2 years was really hectic. I honestly didn't date at all, which was really sad and really pathetic. I get it. But then moving on to now, it's just It's just really, really weird. I'm not gonna say much about it because like I'm not gonna see my friends and I'm just still trying to run the water around it. But it was just definitely such an overwhelming experience for me. Um, I'm super confused about the whole culture. I mean, I don't know where to find friends. So I end up me coming from Toronto, me being a Canadian. I end up hanging around with French all the time. Why? I don't know. And just at the end of the video, since I'm running out of time, for all of you French people watching out there, Montréal était super génial. J'espère que bah, vous visez à y aller et aussi Mika c'est une université super mais quand même la culture francophone pour moi était très très différente. Moi j'ai eu beaucoup mal à l'adopter, j'ai eu beaucoup mal à vraiment trouver c'est quoi c'est quoi genre la manière normale de vivre ici parce que c'est quand même un environnement très différent de Toronto. Mais en tout cas, c'était une belle surprise jusqu'à ici. C'est sûr que dans le futur, il y aura des difficultés. Mais enfin bon, c'est la vie. Et j'espère que bah, vous pouvez continuer à regarder mon channel. Et abonne-toi si vous avez envie de savoir plus à propos de Miguel. Et c'était déjà 1h du mat. Est-ce qu'il faut que j'y aille? Et bah, bisous.